Hey, Shalom Makim, this is Yahweh. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to all you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, striving for the hopeful elect, enduring all afflictions and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh Shemel Shai, Waharakakadash, Barakatah, or Barakatam Akim. Alright, I just want to go into a word called Solipsism. Or Solipsism. Let me go ahead and play it.
Solipsism.
Okay. The brother Yakuwa has sent me this article regarding the comparisons between the America versus the Roman Empire. Okay. And this word, solipsism, was there. And I looked, that was one of the first things I was focused on when I started reading that article. And I just want to go ahead and just pull out some scriptures regarding this. I'm going to read the definition. It says, a theory holding that the self can know nothing but its own modifications, and that the self is the only existent thing. Also extreme egocentrism, all right, like to be egocentric, self-centered. Okay, so we know that through the scriptures, and those brothers and those certain individual men that are blessed with to have that knowledge, is that everything revolves around what Yahweh Bashmal Shai, the creators of heaven and earth, have deemed. Okay, which is what? The law, statutes, and commandments. Now, men in its natural brute beast state of mind produce this type of mentality, okay, where they conceive their own ideas, their theories, their ideologies, doctrines, etc., and omit the Lord, or who the world calls God, and deem themselves as God. Now we know that the man that has pretty much done this, that has opposed everything against the Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai, is Esau. Okay, when you go into Thessalonians, which Lord willing I'll bring out, so from here, I'm going to look it up also from here. It says, solipsism, the view or theory that the self is all that can be known to exist. Okay, so basically they don't believe in a higher power, they don't believe in God. Okay, they don't believe in being inspired or endowed with the ideas from a higher power. It's all from their own conceived carnal mind. Okay, which we know to be carnally minded is death. Nothing good can come from the flesh. Okay, and we know through scriptures that the Most High is the one that sets your instructions in your sleep. He stirs and controls the minds of the kings as he does the course in of the river. So here it gives you the breakdown and the origin of the late 19th century from solis, being alone, and Epsi, self. Okay, so Esau has set himself up to be that one, that nothing can reign supreme over him. And he has I'm gonna pull out the scriptures in Ezekiel 28:1. The word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up. You see, and let me go into that word heart before I continue to read. I can give you understanding on the word heart. Okay, it's lab, in the Hebrew lab. Go down to the outline of biblical usage. It says the inner man, mind, will, heart, understanding. So we know that Esau is a carnal man. Okay, America It's like when you go back into the Roman Empire, when you look at the certain Caesars, or all the Caesars, they always deem themselves to be a god, going all the way back to the Greeks as well, because the Greeks and the Romans are the same. So when they fused, basically it was just a transfusion. They fused into the Greeks into the Romans. You know, they overcame and one or the other, and they had the Roman Empire. They all had the same mindset as far as being superior and of a supreme race, and that's what it goes into, their own mindset, the carnal mind, their devilish sensual wisdom that's not from above. You know, it says inner part midst of things, heart of man, soul, heart, mind, knowledge, thinking, reflection, memory. So their mind, their knowledge is what is reigning supreme over all individuals. Okay, that's the law of the land, not the law that was deemed according to the Bible as the law of the land. It's the law of the land is Esau. Okay, his penal codes, his regulations, his his laws, his legislations, you know, his bills that he signs off on and things of that nature. Okay, his new world order, his police state, you know, do what thou willest, everything that is spoken of, that is contrary or that is deemed wicked in the scriptures, that's what Esau is all about. Okay, it says inclination, resolution, determination of will. See, in Esau, he's determined to push his own agenda, his will, not realizing but that Yahweh Shema, it's all prophesied, because we know the mindset of the wicked according to the Bible. So Esau is prophesied to do the things that he's doing. All right, it's written. Okay, it's just Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna turn around and destroy and to put down this sword, this whipping stick that he has used to afflict his people. Okay, it says conscience, right? The mind, heart of moral character, a seat of appetites, a seat of emotions and passions, a seat of courage. Okay, so that's what the word heart means. Okay, understanding, hearted, wisdom, comfortably, considered, friendly, kindly, stout-hearted. Now, when you go into the book of Daniel, it talks about that stout little horn. Okay, so America is his whole system is that whole vibration of his ideas triumph everything, even supersede the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, his ways are better. You know, it says come down and see what else that Strong's definition. It says very widely for the feelings, the will, and even the intellect. Likewise for the center of anything cared for, right? So it's all about what he cares for and what he cares about, and what is that? His own self. What he's going to gain, what he's going to receive from the multitudes of people that he has heaped upon himself. Okay, whether he uses you for hard labor, or he puts your ass to death. You know, he's still in his mind. He's going to be like, I reign supreme. I triumph over you. I rule you. You know? So let's go back to Ezekiel 28 and 2. It says, because thy heart is lifted up. See, so his mind, right, has been lifted up to pride, to great pride. And thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of the Most High in the midst of the seas. Now the seas we know that are likened unto the people, the nations. Okay, so he sits in the midst of the seas, in the minds of the people. That's why when somebody's of a high power, high stature, it's very influential, because as I broke down, the word influence means to pour into something. So he's pouring his philosophies, false doctrines, ideologies, right? His theories, his teachings, his doctrines into the minds of the midst of the seas, man, of the people. Okay, and omitting Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, making himself the supreme being, the supreme intellect, the idea, right? It says, yet thou art a man and not the Most High, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. You see? So he set his mind, his ideas, his theories, his doctrines, etc. as the power, because the word God is Allah, which means power or judge, right? A judge, his laws are supreme. You can't override them. No lawyer, no jury can override the judge's laws. And that's what Esau is. He's likened unto a judge, a power, a God here in the land of America, in this land, in the earth. Okay? So that's what Solipsism is. He has centered himself as a man to be looked upon, as worshipped, as to be admired. Okay, like in the curses, it says in Deuteronomy 28 that we're gonna be taken under a man, or a nation that we know not, his language, his speech, and they put a yoke of iron upon their neck, and that we should go unto him for one of all things, water, food, and clothing. So what does that mean? Is that this man is set up in power, meaning that you're gonna have to go based off his ideas, his ways, and it's gonna supersede your ways. Okay. It says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. See? Because he set his nest above the stars as the eagle. He soars high. He got that bird's eye view. He's likening himself unto a God, man. It says, with thy wisdom and with thine understanding, that has gotten thee riches, which is, he's extremely proud, self-centered, okay, center of attention. It says, and has gotten gold and silver in thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffics hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. Okay. So this man is very proud, man. Self-centered, as I said. Solipsism. And that's how the Roman Empire was, man. The Roman Empire, as I was reading that article, it said that all paths lead to Rome. So basically, everybody is looking towards Rome, man. Just like the Egyptian Empire, it's like the Babylonian Empire. They were likened, according to the scriptures, as a tree, as a great tree, and that all the beasts, the fowls of the earth, go to its branches and take shelter under its shadow, which shadow is another way of saying comfort or protection, a hedge. Okay, so that's how the Roman Empire was, and we all know that the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Egyptians, the Assyrians, the Babylonians, the Medo-Persian Empire, they were all likened this way. Even the Assyrians spoke stout words unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai brought them down. So how much more Esau here today that is known as America. The Americans, the Caucasians, which they're known in various ways, the Jews, the Jewish people. Those are Edomites. Okay. It says, verse 6. Therefore, thus said Yahweh, our power, because thou hast set thy heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. Okay, so these other nations in the Third World War are going to take part in devouring America, man. Okay, destroying her because she wanted to speak these great words, these great swelling words against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and set her heart, her mind as the seed, you know, of the Most High, you know. It says, verse 8, they shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the death of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. You know, just like all the other great kingdoms that ever were set up. They were brought down and destroyed, man. Let me go get that one. Well, you know what? Let me get this one here in the book of Psalms. It's 73 and 1. Truly Yahweh is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone, my steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, right? They speak highly. You know, they speak great swelling words, man. Their mindset is at opposition of the mind of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says they set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. You see, so they denounce, they defile Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, it's written in history, man. Antiochus Epiphanes, you know, they desecrated the temple, and they set up Zeus. You know, they set up Jupiter, the Romans. You know, in the temple, man. And they set themselves up as the gods, as the reigning supreme above all things. You know, it says, let me read that again. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. You know, their ideas, their mind, their spirit, which is on the left hand side, man. That's why you got a lot of people, you know, a lot of Israelite, Negro Latinos, and Native American Indians. They act like Edomites, you know, because they have been infiltrated. Their spirit has been infiltrated by Esau. You know, they call that Stockholm syndrome. They got all these different demons on them. Spirits. All right, so it said again, I'm gonna read verse 8 again. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, right? Loftily is to be high-minded, proud. It says of imposing height. The elegant square was shaded by lofty palms. Of a noble or exalted nature. See? And that's why we stand in the gates of the nobles. We're shaking the hands at them. You know, pointing the finger when we rebuke them. At the gates of the nobles. Right? But it's of an imposing height. See? the stature of Esau is very high, man. You know, it's like the Tower of Babel. They're gonna build up into the heavens. You know, that's to be lofty. But look what Yahweh Shema Shai did in that time of the Tower of Babel. He brought it down, man. He confounded them, bugged them out. You know, where you changed up their language, their speech, and every nation separated itself unto its like and went its own way from fulfilling that purpose. And that's what Yahweh Shema Shai is going to do again to Esau, and according to his agenda. You know, because we know that the triumphing of the wicked is short. You know, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And the times of his has been determined. You know, and he's been found wanting, lacking. So the writing's on the wall. So he's going to be brought down. Okay. So I'm gonna go from here to that one. Opposeth it's the 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, and that is worship, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is God. Okay? See, that's self-centered, because all praise, all glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. Starting with Yahweh, the Father, and his Son Yahweh Shai, because he's second in command. And he's equal unto his Father. Okay? He's not greater than his Father, though. Okay? So everything revolves around them, not Esau. But Esau has set himself up like this, in his narcissistic, egocentric attitude, mentality, which is devilish and not it's sensual, not from above. All right, that's not that true wisdom. Okay, so let's go from there to over here. Micah, I believe it's in, no, not Micah, Slakia. Nahum 3 and 4 says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. See, and that's those different doctrines, the philosophies, theories, ideologies, through the so-called this educational system that Esau has set up, that is all a bunch of bullshit. It's bullshit history, his story, his BS, and all its legislations, its sanctions that it sets upon nations, these so-called peace treaties, but yet he's in these other nations, causing mischief, trying to have an excuse to go and take under other nations, other kingdoms, to take their natural resources, and just basically just giving people lies, man. It says, behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And that's what America's being made, Esau is being made bare, and being brought before the light, before Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and the judgment seat, or the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai being open and shown unto this individual nation. Okay? And he's being made bare, shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. See, so it's being made known, and will be made known once and for all, that everything regarding this man or this mindset was bullshit. You know? So yeah, man, I just wanted to bring that out regarding that. And I hope it was edifying. You know, this mindset, this spirit that is in the world is going to be extinguished. You know, Esau's mindset is his spirit, his doctrines, his everything that goes along with this man is going to be extinguished. Because Yahweh Shema says, fear not man, but fear not man, but can only destroy the flesh, but fear me, that can destroy the flesh and spirit. You know? So yeah, man, you know, I just wanted to bring that out, that definition, and bring out some scripts regarding that, you know. So I hope it was edifying. Till next time.